Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me for today's World Session. We're December 1st, 2023. I'm going to keep this nice and short and super simple. I was thinking and tuning into the session today, and all that came up was bring it back to basics, back to basics. So we're going to use the energy of this Mercury retrograde to reduce excess. So excess inflammation, excess stress, excess thinking, even excess eating is coming up. Uh, so anything that you may, any excess habits or any habits, sorry, that lead to excessiveness. So we want bringing in the energy of reduction. So I'm tapping cortices first. We're going to tap cortices to the whole body to improve brain function, to improve communication with the heart brain, and to improve communication with the gut. Going to bring in hydration, making sure that the body is using the water, utilizing the water you drink well. It's well in absorption. So we're going to do a repair to absorption rate. There's a little bit of leaky gut that I'm feeling. So if you have any kind of leaky gut or intestinal problems or digestive issues, we're going into the small intestines and repairing the small intestines, specifically in this case for leaky gut. You can hold on to your stomach, to your small intestines, hold on to your gut. We're going to go ahead and do a cellular repair through the gut lining and also to the absorption rate. So your absorption rate also not only is for water, but it also absorbs nutrients, minerals, and incomes environment. So environmental factors impact your stress levels. So we're going into that's linking into the kidney adrenal complex, and we want to reduce the cortisol being pumped through. So the stress hormones being pumped through, and that seemed to over exaggerate and create excess in the mind. So excess thinking. So doomsday thinking or OCD, obsessiveness is coming up. Oh, there is a big shift on obsessiveness. So any kind of obsession and over worry. And not in the healthy sense. Worry helps to break down large pieces of information or complex problems and breaks them down into small digestible pieces. Pathological worry, what we've got going on here through those kidney adrenal complex, actually is that worry energy. So we want to drain that worry energy from the adrenal kidney complex, reducing the excess of stress hormones, which is going to help reduce inflammation through the body. So you can think about where you could feel for yourself where you have inflammation. It could be inflamed thinking that's coming up, or you can actually, and they can create pockets within the body of inflammation. So joint inflammation can have inflammation through the cells in is coming up as inability to those cells to clean out. So we want those cells not to get all poofy. We want the cells to clean. So dirty water goes out, clean water goes in. Dirty water goes out, clean water goes in. And that keeps a healthy cellular function. Oh, there's a big release there. I'm going to go and tap this in. We want to balance out environment. So So any environmental factors that are coming in, that's coming, environment coming in, it's going through the head. It's going in through the head. So lots of overthinking, and it's pulling on, it's affecting heart and gut. So oh, there's so much releasing happening here. So anything specific in the environment? No, it's just coming up as a general environment balance. So it could be what's happening in your home, what's happening in your community, what's happening within yourself, within relationships, work, and then extending outwards to country and so on. So we just want to balance out those detrimental environmental factors. And it can also be overthinking. Yeah, what you think is happening and just spurs more thinking. Just diaphragm, small intestines, and doing a beautiful environmental dumping. Well, finally, there's some relaxation happening, and I'm feeling contraction within the neck and my upper shoulder. So we want to breathe, bring in the breathing, your breathing cycle. So there feels like the inability to take a breath. I can't catch a break. Things are hard right now. Things will always be hard. Yes, there may be difficulty, but contracting the breath only seems to make matters worse. You go right up into the head, and the breath is not able to go down. The diaphragm's not doing its job. The lungs get congested. So we want to do a beautiful breathing cycle, reintegrating a natural breathing cycle, opening up that diaphragm. We're going to do a hydration to the diaphragm, also a body chemistry to the diaphragm and to the lungs. And also where the lungs and the diaphragm meet, there feels like there's some stickiness there. So we'll run a hydration of a reduction of cortisol through the contraction of the lungs and through the diaphragm. And bring in some body chemistry through here. So do a general body chemistry to virus, bacteria, spores, pollen, any intolerances and toxins. We'll dump that out through the lungs and the diaphragm, and specifically where the diaphragm and the lungs meet. And it feels really emotionally charged there. So we'll run a biogenics to emotional release, both of natural emotion and pathological emotion, all five. So joy, sadness, fear, worry, grief, and anger, dumping those out, diaphragm, small intestines for synthesis and release. Now I finally took a nice breath. And we're gonna do a repair, do a Vivaxis, sorry, to the diaphragm in relation to the lungs. So an improving communication of diaphragm and lungs. So there's some opening happening. You can do this for yourself. You can pull your arms back and open up the chest. Oh. There's another release. You can feel the diaphragm opening up. We want a nice working diaphragm to massage the organs, make sure oxygen is going down. There's so much burping happening. And also a little bit of rebellious chi happening. So the chi needs to move up and down through the whole body mind. With the chi gets a little bit rebellious, it starts to move up. And in this case, it's causing interference and moving up really quickly, right up into the mind and engaging in thoughts. We want that chi to be nice and relaxed, to move through the body, up and down in a natural ebb and flow. There we go. You can just we'll bring the chi up and then bring back down. Oh, that feels nice. Bring it up. And then bring the chi down to the bottom of your feet. There we go. All right. That was a nice stomach gurgle. I'm checking around. I've got a funny taste in my mouth, so we're going to go into we'll do a body chemistry to the mouth, to the mouth flora, to the gums, to the tongue, to poisonous thinking and poisonous talking. So any words that you use against yourself and others. Do a body chemistry, flush that out with a hydration. And then going into the gut and how that poisonous talking about yourself, about others, even if you don't say it out loud, even if you just think it, how that it's affecting the gut. It's affecting the gut brain and also the your flora in the gut. So we'll do a body chemistry to toxic thinking within the gut brain. We'll run that as a body chemistry to intolerances. And run another hydration through the microflora of the small intestines. I feel really congested in the lungs when I do that. It's like a lot of pressure. See how that balances if I tap that in, or if the congestion is still in the lungs. There's a burning in the lungs. Now we're going to bring in body chemistry to the lungs, so the whole lungs. So microvilli within the lungs. Going to bring in a body chemistry there, do a hydration there, make sure it's not crispy, make sure that there's not too much excess of fluid, and dumping fearful thinking out of the lungs. Oh, there we go. Bringing in Mercury retrograde and natural grief to release. There we go. Oh, finally feeling my stomach relaxing. Okay. And then I'll link this to a balancing of the three brains. There we go. There was a nice stomach gurgle. All right. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed this energetic tune-up to last you through the weekend and the week. I'll see you next Friday. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Subscribe to my channel. You can always reach me also for private sessions at www.mmarzak.com. Marzak is spelled M-A-R-C-Z-U-K. mmarzak.com for private sessions, in clinic, over Zoom, or audio recorded. You can share this out so it can reach the world. Whoever can use this energetic tune-up. Thank you all for joining me. See you next time.